Hey y'all, welcome back to XO Sports, where we talk everything sports, fashion, and fun. It's your girl Jasmine, joined by my boy Jeremy. But before we get into it, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and also tap that notification bell so you receive an alert every time a new episode is released. Now let's get into the Ritz Rundown.
Normally, this would be the part of the show where Rich would do her rundown, but unfortunately, Rich couldn't make it today. So I came up with a new game I like to call Flag on the Play, where we throw the penalty flag on folks in sports who might have done a little too much. Here's how it's gonna work. I'll drop the topic, and Jazz and I will hold up our X if they out of line, or our O if we letting it slide and they ain't doing too much. Alright, now first up, Tom Brady. Some might call him the GOAT. I'm always say Drew Brees is the GOAT. But outside of that, he's also Fox's lead analyst, and he's also the part owner of the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, technically, no rules have been broken, but the optics, it don't look too good. During the Commanders' Week 1 game against the New York Giants, Brady was a part of the game's broadcasting crew. This grants him access to team facilities and practices that other players and coaches across the league wouldn't be able to gain. On the flip side, in the Raiders' previous game against the Chargers, Brady was seen with the headset on in the coach's booth. Is this a conflict of interest that deserves a flag, or just Tom being Tom? This crazy work. It don't even like. On what planet is that cool? Now I don't mind him being a team owner while also being being an analyst. That's cool. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind that. But for you to be in the coach's booth with the headset on, that's crazy. But it's like I'm not too mad at it because it's not like the Raiders were playing the Commanders and he was also, like a part of the broadcasting team. That's not that. Now, there was a situation where he was a part of the broadcasting crew for a team, and then the Raiders played that same team the next week. It's got to be a flag. It's got to be. That's crazy.
Honestly, I would agree with you as well. I think that it would be more crazy if they were playing each other, but I don't really see too much like bad in that. Just being that it's just kind of like it is what it is. Now, him being in the coach's booth with the headset on, okay, that is a bit extreme.
Yeah, that's
and
fun.
I hope that they do kind of like lean it back and be like, all right, you probably getting a little too comfortable.
You better lay low.
But other than that, I mean, I really don't see too much being wrong with it. I feel like it's not too much of a conflict of interest that much.
Let it slide.
Brady ain't the only one being called to question. Tua Tagovailoa admitted he can't do half of what Josh Allen does. Yep, you heard me right. Take a look.
Dude, he's top tier. If it's not with his arm, it's with his legs. That dude can do literally anything he wants. So, definitely different skill set for me. I can't do half of what he does when it comes to running the ball and any of that. And then with how he can just chuck a ball down the field, with how far and the arm strength that he has. He's supreme when it comes.
Is Tua being respectful and giving out flowers, or is this weak talk for a $200 million man?
Okay, let me just side quest real quick. I've been going
Go
down a loophole of Deion Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
And I just like Deion Sanders just exudes a certain amount of confidence. And literally the only person that he ever said was like better than him was Bo Jackson.
Right.
Now, running it back, I kind of do feel like he is giving him his flowers, and that is like not really spotlighted so much within the industry that they're in now. But I feel like you might have a different viewpoint than me as well.
I do. So, see, my thing is,
how much is his contract?
His contract it was 4 years, 200 plus million. I don't know the exact number, but he's guaranteed $167 million.
Money being made round here. Money being made round here. Money.
If you're a man, if you're a leader of men, you're the quarterback. You play the most important position in all of sports. You got to lead these people off the field and on the field.
Facts.
Why on God's green earth do you think it would be okay for you to basically pronounce your love for somebody and say they better than you?
True.
200 million for you to basically say, yeah, he better than me, huh? As a fan, I'd be hurt. As your teammate, I would be hurt. That's weak, bro.
I
And
would be upset.
maybe this is some toxic masculinity I'm practicing. We need a little toxic masculinity though. That's crazy. I'm playing. I knew you react like that though. But still, Tua, you had a chance to retire whenever you got all those concussions. The thing about he had an opportunity
Yeah.
to file a $50 million insurance policy after he got his concussion last year that kept him out for 6 games. And you come back to play and you don't even exude that confidence. Because you know, with quarterbacks, it's got to be a quiet confidence, yeah. But he just said out loud, he not the better man. I don't agree with that. And maybe I might be looking too deep into it, but I sat here and watched Drew Brees line up against some of the greatest athletes ever. And at no point did he ever say, yeah, he the better man. It was never that. Drew went in the war and died
Yeah.
on the sword every game. Every game. And Tua not doing that. Now, since we're talking about people that talk too much, Kaylee Hartung, a commentator on NFL Prime, brought up Tyreek Hill's messy personal life mid-game, and fans are suggesting Tyreek Hill sue for defamation. Roll the clip.
The NFL is investigating accusations of domestic violence against Tyreek Hill and filings made earlier this month related to his divorce. Hill's ex-wife alleges he was violent with her on 8 separate occasions dating back to January 2024. He's denied this and has not been charged criminally. In 2015, Hill pleaded guilty to domestic violence charges stemming from his time at Oklahoma State, guys.
Thank you. He's no stranger to off-the-field stuff.
Okay. Okay. Yes, he has a personal life and is not that good in his personal life. Yes. But at a football game, when you're commentating on a game, that's not people's main focus. And I get what she was trying to do, like, as a woman, to highlight the things that were going on, but I feel like it's a time and a place. And in this new age, most people, they just care about the sport. Like, they just want to watch football, not worry about what he's doing in his personal life, and keeping it pushing. So I do just feel like it's just a time and a place. It's just a time and a place. And I think that now, as far as suing for defamation, it's all over the blog. So it's no point in suing for defamation when facts is facts. However, I do just feel like it's a time and a place, and she could have really just kept that to herself, or they could have did another segment or something about that.
I agree 100%. Because whenever I was watching the game and she was talking about it, in my head, it sounded like you just want to go down to the field and handcuff him right now. Like, you just want to go ahead and bring up the entire conversation, but you're going to be the one to make the arrest. That was kind of crazy to me. And my whole thing with it is, nobody that viewed this situation, has opinions on the situation, is excusing the fact that he may or may not have done that. That's not, I'm never going to sit up here and say, that's the right thing to do. Because no, that's wrong. If that's what really happened. But at the same time, no, why in the middle of the game do you feel the need to put the camera on somebody that's on the sideline for 10 to 20 seconds and talk about some stuff that has already been talked about several times? I don't agree with that. That's weird and that's low. And my whole thing is, this the NFL. While, yes, the NFL has gotten to the point where a majority of the players are black, there are still white players in the NFL, and these commentators never want to talk about their racist stuff that they done said whenever they was younger. They never want to talk about who they supporting politically, but you can talk about an alleged crime somebody committed. If the owners aren't going to hold these players accountable for these allegations and for this off the field shenanigans that these announcers clearly want to hold the players accountable for, why do the announcers feel the need to do it? The organizations, the owners, they're the ones giving all these players millions and millions of dollars, and it's not fair for y'all to expect the fans to hold them accountable for that either, because at the end of the day, they just so happen to be a part of the team that we enjoy watching. But let's keep it pushing.
Okay.
My dog ain't. Angel Reese was suspended for half a game after comments made in the Chicago Tribune interview where she stated she was not settling for the same ish we did this past year. She
Mm-hmm.
also made comments about needing a stronger roster, saying, "We have to get good players. We have to get great players. That's a non-negotiable for me." And she even hinted that she might have to move on if things don't change.
Oh! Shout out to everybody. I had fun. I gotta be good.
Yeah, I love Angel Reese, and I just feel like, truthfully, you should be able to communicate and say how you feel without getting, like without there being repercussions. Even though they're in a sport where sometimes you have to be mute. No, I feel like I feel like you should be able to always speak your mind. I mean, freedom of speech. So they're getting mad at her for voicing how she feels. Granted, I get the whole you shouldn't go against your team, you shouldn't go against, people that you play aside. Yes, but also facts is facts. If she feels how she feels, she's allowed to talk about that and talk about the things that are going on. We've been following her career from the very beginning.
Right.
So we've been able to support her through her trials and tribulations of everything that she's been going through. And I feel like that's just the same thing that goes with this. Like, we're gonna stick beside her. I'm gonna stick beside her.
See, I'll be honest with you. I'm conflicted on this. Because on one
Okay.
hand, Angel, she's a competitor. She grew
Yeah.
up in Baltimore, hooping outside with boys. She's a competitor.
Mm-hmm.
Wants to win. She doesn't like losing. Look at her college career.
Yeah.
Look at that. She made it to 2 national championships, won one. She played a very big role in revolutionizing not only the game of women's basketball, but how people view women's basketball. She likes
Mm-hmm.
to win. People can sit here and say, "Oh, Angel's all about herself. She don't even want to play basketball." Just think about it like this. Angel is a very attractive woman, and the way she plays basketball reminds me of a gritty big man in the NBA. She diving for loose balls, she getting rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
They say me bounds. You still got to hustle.
Yeah.
So Angel goes from being the Bayou Barbie, like they used to call her, off the court, to being
Mm-hmm.
one of the grittiest, toughest players in the WNBA on the court. Like I just feel like she doesn't get enough credit for that because it's like she's
Facts.
and even though both parts of who she is are equally as important, it's almost as if she's 2 totally different people on the court and off the court. Now, I say all that to say, I just don't think that was the best thing to do. To sit here and say we need better players, we need great players. Because Angel's the face of that team,
Yeah.
the best player on the team, and she has the most potential of any player on that team. But at the same time, though, if the best player on your team can't be viewed as a respectable leader, what does that really do for the what does that say and do for the organization? And I'm not saying Angel's a bad leader, no. But she did receive some backlash from not only the front office but her teammates for that. They weren't very happy about that. And rightfully so. Because while yes, they may need to improve, that's not the most encouraging way to get somebody to improve, saying we need good players, we need great players. And you sick and tired of this. Like I just feel like it's a certain way to go about it. But at the same time, though, I am appreciative of the fact that Angel expressed that because, like you said, freedom of
Yeah.
speech. Sometimes we get all these PR answers, and she didn't give us that. So that's why I'm saying I'm a little 50-50 on it.
Because I feel like sometimes, in order for certain things to change, you have to put it on the front line.
Nah, you got to. It got to be on the front line.
That she said how she feels and she addressed it. Yeah, it might cause some friction with her teammates, but at the same time, too, we never really know the private conversations that are being had.
Right.
Like, okay, y'all, being that she is the leader, I need y'all to step y'all game up. Like, if I'm going out there and I'm giving 100%, I expect my teammates to go out there and give 100%. Granted, I do agree with what you're saying. Like, it does make the team kind of look like, okay, being that she's a leader, it makes them look bad. But at the same time, sometimes you have to go in different routes to highlight certain things to be the change that you want to see.
100%.
50-50.
Yeah, that's fair. Now look right here. It ain't no flag to throw. Just flowers. Paige
Mm-hmm.
Bueckers won the Rookie of the Year this year, so congrats to her. I love Paige. I love Paige.
Yes.
Caitlin, how Caitlin seems to steer away and avoid the bigger conversation as it pertains to race, intersexuality in the WNBA.
Ask me the hard-hitting questions.
Paige is the opposite. Paige, she has a black stepmother. She has a mixed race little brother, and she takes her white privilege very, very seriously.
As a white woman who leads a black-led sport, here I want to show a light on black women. They don't get the media coverage that they deserve. In the WNBA, last season, the postseason awards, 80% of the winners were black, but they got half the amount of coverage as the white athletes. So I think it's time for change.
And on top of that, she's a phenomenal basketball player. She's going to have a very long and great career. So congrats to her. Yeah, we got to clap it up for her.
Yeah, we got to give her a clap.
I got to go to one of her games. She's playing Dallas now.
Okay.
She's not the only UConn Husky that won Rookie of the Year. Stefon Castle.
Yes.
Too. So shout out to the Huskies, man. UConn is a great basketball school. I'll give it up to them.
They be pushing it out. But while we're also talking about titles, Asia Wilson and Alanna Smith split Defensive Player of the Year honors, which was titled the Co-Defensive Player of the Year. So shout out to both of them. But Asia's man Bam hopped online to ask if someone could explain the co part to him. So do y'all think it's just a supportive king riding for his queen, or is he doing too much? I'm gonna let you go first, Jeremy. As from a man's perspective, I'm gonna let you answer that first.
I'm really mad that Bam and Asia are a thing. Hater. I am. I can't help myself. I love Asia Wilson. She's a strong, powerful black woman, accomplishing everything she wants out of life at the highest level. I just wish I was in her corner. I really wish that was me instead of Bam. But I get it though. Bam, he's 6'9", he's a millionaire. But I got heart though. But that's not the point. I'm not mad at Bam doing that. You're supposed to be in your shawty corner. Same vice versa. If Bam won an award and it was a co-award, I feel like Asia should pop out and say something too. Because what do you mean co-defensive player of the year? What you mean? We're not in elementary school. It ain't no 2 gold medals. It ain't no 2 first places. Nah, that's not how we gonna do this. That's wrong. Yeah. And I ain't never heard of nobody getting a co anything in any of these sports. That don't even stop at the WNBA. So that's like, that's so backhanded to me. And shout out to Alanna Smith, because you have to be good enough at defense to be up for the Defensive Player of the Year. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. But the thing, it's like y'all was too scared to make a decision that could receive some backlash, so y'all just gave it to both of them. I don't like that.
Yeah. I agree. I feel like as a woman, I would want my man to stand beside me too and just be like, because at the end of the day, like you're saying, it's just like it feels very backhanded. So it's like, don't give me an award if you're going to co-it with someone else when you know that I really deserve it. So not to say that, Alanna doesn't deserve it, but at the same time, there's always next year, and there's always other awards that she could have received. So I kind of would have been questioning. I'm sure Asia was questioning it too. Like, okay, congrats to her, but Cole, like, y'all never did Cole before. So why are y'all doing it now? All of a sudden that I got it.
Yeah. But that's not the only award Asia received. She just locked in her 4th WNBA MVP. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them things.
Clock
I'll take a look. What'd you say?
Clock it.
Clock it.
Come on, Asia. 4 times. I've only been the commissioner for 5 years. 4 times. MVP, back-to-back. And since 2020, when we were in the bubble and I handed you your first one, I've admired the way you've led with grace, humility, humor, and just one of the greatest players to ever be in this league, that will play this game, a global icon, a global ambassador, not just for our game, all women's sports and all sports. So we're here to present you with the 2025 WNBA Kia Most Valuable Player.
And that's this week's Flag on the Play. And Rich will be back soon, and we'll get back to the Rich Rundown.
So, welcome to XO WAG Watch, where we cover the ladies behind the game and all the tea that comes with it. It's been a while, but it's also a lot going on in these WAG streets, and we got receipts. So, let's dive into it. So, first up, Brittany and her mom were caught on camera going in on PJ Washington and his wife, Alicia Chanel, during their custody handoff. Meanwhile, PJ's out here signing $90 million contract extensions with the Mavericks. So talk about headlines colliding. Let's roll that clip real quick.
Okay, hold on, pause. This is what we're not doing. So every time that he does this, I'm gonna record this. Because that's not okay. I'm just letting you know. No, the thing is, this is the third time he's done it. This is the third time he's done it. He doesn't want to go with you. So actually show up and do something then with him. Because he does this every time. No, it's not. No, it's not. It ain't because anybody babies him. You gonna give him his bag and stuff?
That's terrible. 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, no, it's not that at all. No, it's not. No, yeah, I will. But I'm telling you right now, every single time he's come here and he cries, we're gonna record that. And it's up with me. Just know that it's up.
What'd you say?
I'd love to.
What'd you say?
I didn't stutter.
I didn't hear you say it again.
Suck my dick.
If you had one, maybe I would. Pussy ass
Hey, you
bitch.
wish I would.
Pussy ass. What the fuck you looking at? Get your bitch ass out my driveway, ho.
You don't pay for shit.
Fuck you. You don't pay for shit either. $170,000 to your hoe, but $11,000 in your son's bank account. $11,000 in your son's bank account, but $170 to that bitch. Get out your car. Get out the car.
Okay, let me just break this down real quick, okay? When I seen the video, first of all, I love Alicia. I think that she is a class act. She stays out of the way. She's to herself. She is bad. He spoils her down because he loves her. I love their union that they've created. Like, that's just all kudos. But for one, for her to be like, hold on, we're not going to do this. And she's recording. It's like you're trying to chastise him and get a reaction. But it's like, for what? Secondly, of course, the son is going to react like that when he spends the majority of his time with his mother. He lives with his mother. Of course he's going to react like that because he's always with his mother. Granted, sometimes kids, when they're not used to being with a single parent, they're going to cry leaving their parent, and it's okay. 3, what happened to the whole hijab, the whole I'm this, and like the whole act? Like, I'm trying to figure out where that went. Like, you know, not really cussing, or, you know, like, I'm not really 100% on what she had going on, but it's like, where did that go? Did it go out the window? 4, y'all are following this man. You didn't want to give him the bag, and you talking about you're going to record every time. What is the recording going to do? Then you're posting on Instagram for us to see. What are we going to do?
Now, why am I in it?
And you could have did it.
See how I get wrong
because you never apologized.
Like, what do you want us to do? Like, you want us to bash him for be like, oh, he's a deadbeat dad, when he's clearly showing up
Picking his kid up.
to get his son.
Yeah.
5, his mama and them recording him, chasing him to the car. I would have said the same thing. Get out my face. Like, I'm not paying for nothing. And then 6, you talking about $11,000 or however much amount. It's women out here that's not even getting that. Yep. You complaining about money. He getting something. He's 4. So my thing is, he's 4 years old. What does a 4-year-old need with more than, I don't know, $1,000? I mean, I know that daycare costs money. I know that sometimes you have to, but at this point, I feel like you're trying to get money from child support to cater to your living expenses, because Basketball wise is not turning out how you want to. You didn't end it up with Kevin Gates, and that money fund ran dry. So it's just like, I don't get it. You could have been in a healthy household with him when you had the baby. You didn't want that. You did him dirty, and now he moved on. It's giving bitter baby mama. Hey, I love the way Alicia popped it, because it's just like, you trying to pick for what? Then you calling me out of my name saying, get your hoe. Excuse me?
That's
I
my
didn't
wife.
disrespect you. That's my wife. So at the end of
So
the
you
day,
talking
I'm sitting, I'm sitting
about
in
my
a
wife? Come on now.
if I'm
Like,
sitting in a passenger seat and I see two women chasing behind my husband, oh, I'm gonna be ready for die by. Come
oh,
outside. Like, I'm gonna be ready to go like how she did, because I just feel like that's disrespectful. Like, you calling me all types of things outside of my name when all we're trying to do is have a healthy transition of me seeing my son. Now, it will be wrong. It will be wrong if he will be like, okay, I don't want nothing to do with my son. I'm gonna give you this much child support for the rest of the 18 years. Leave me out of it. Then he will be a deadbeat. But he's actually trying. So it's like, why are you giving him a hard time because he's actually trying? It's a lot of black men out here that's not doing nothing for their kids, and
and
your man is, just because he's in the NFA doesn't NBA. Lord, I'm getting
you gotta take
frustrated
your time. You
because
talking too fast.
when I seen the video, it really upset me, because it's a lot of men out here that are not trying to do anything for their sons, and he's actually trying. Like, he's trying. He's making an effort. Like, so for her to just do all of that, it was just like, what's the point? Like, it just gives that you're bitter at the end of the day and you're not happy.
She was
So
doing.
those were my 10 points, because it disturbed me to see that. And then it's like, you talking about his wife that's just there, like, and then I'm sure that they had their other two kids in the seat. So it's like, that negative drama, you don't want that around your kids.
Yeah.
So
And my
yeah,
whole
Jeremy, what
thing
you
is
got to
like,
say?
that's a headache to deal with. That's a headache.
Exactly.
And you really sitting here, your mama was recording before you even opened the door. So you
Like, oh,
already,
we finna get him with this.
yeah, you already know you about to do the most. And sitting here, you got a video of you provoking somebody, and you're saying, I'm gonna report him crying whenever. Baby, little kids cry about everything. They cry about
Everything.
everything. Literally. So, what you doing all this for? And even if he was crying, do you really think you cussing at his daddy gonna do anything better? Like, what's that? I don't know. Seeing stuff like that really frustrates me because, like you said, it's a lot of black men out here that don't care about their kids, that don't care about their baby mama. He cares, and
Exactly.
he's 4 years old with $11,000 put up already. His pops just signed a 4-year, $90 million deal. You think that little boy ain't finna be taking more than taken care of? His pops is a
He
multi-millionaire off of dribbling a ball and putting it in the hoop. You think he's not about to take care of him?
he's set up. You not set up. That's the
Yeah, and
problem.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
baby daddy got a wife, so you should at least think that, okay, he actually cares about being a family man. Now, I can understand if you was moving like that and he was out here messing with every girl in the world or something like that, but he not on that. He married, he focused on his career, he focused on his family, and he's there picking his kid up. Like, come on, Brittany. But nah, that's
Yes.
all I got to say about that. I really don't like seeing stuff like that, especially when a man trying.
Yes, and I just feel like with him getting that $90 million contract the next day was nobody but God, because
Yeah.
you know what the Bible say, if you want to take it back to the scripture, he going to set you up in front of your enemies and let you eat in front of him. But we're going to move on. We just going to pray for her. We just going to pray for her. We just going to pray for her.
Islam obviously ain't
So
work. Hey, we got to pray for her.
I mean, she created a whole nother identity, but okay, whatever. So speaking of basketball wives or almost wives, Brittany isn't the only one bringing the drama. Over in New York, Draya Michelle and Jalen Green had their own courtside soap opera spill in the streets. Take a look at this footage captured at 2 a.m. within New York's Fashion Weekend.
Can I start on this one?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Something I've always wondered is what do women gain from trying to, chase after a man that's trying to remove himself from a volatile situation? Like, why does that happen? Like, it's so obvious he's trying to get away and diffuse the situation, but she following him. Why?
Yeah.
I understand he might have, because we don't even know what happened inside the club or happened wherever they were to prompt this reaction, right?
Yeah.
So if it's clear he's just trying to remove himself from the situation, why are you bringing the problem back to him? Just leave him alone. Like, I don't. That's one of those things. Like, I really don't like when women do that, because I feel like, in my opinion, the reason why that happens is the woman knows for a fact the man isn't gonna respond in a harmful way. So sometimes women be feeling like they can get away with that, and that's just not right. Because you shouldn't look at your partner as somebody that you can just mess over because they're not gonna do nothing back. That ain't right. Nah.
Yeah.
And Draya, you 40. Now you carry that 40 years old. Well, I'll give you that, but you 40. Come on, Draya. Come on, man. Like, that ain't it. Jalen Green is my age. He what, 23, 24, 25, somewhere in that range? Come on, bro.
I think he's like 23.
Yeah, like, he young. He the same age as your son, and you running after him? So, as a mother, what would you tell your son to do in a situation where his girl is doing the same thing you just did to Jalen Green?
Exactly.
That's wild. That's not a good example for somebody that's the same age as your boyfriend to see. It's just not.
Yeah.
You think that after 40 years you'd mature a little bit. That's some immature stuff. I don't like that.
And calm it down. I 100% agree. But also, it's kind of a cause for concern too, because like if you're doing this in public when it's cameras and you know the type of publicity that you have behind your name and his name, what's going on behind closed doors? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, it's kind of shocking being that you were 40 years old. You don't want something calm. You don't want something cool and collective where you could have a peaceful conversation and get your point across without putting your hands on somebody.
Yeah.
Because you would think that after all the relationships, no shade, that she's been in, that she's able to de-escalate the situation through conversation. I mean, I just don't get that. So I just feel like it was a bit much and it could have been avoided. When they came back, like, how do you feel about the video being posted of them being all lovey-dovey the next day? I feel like that, like, when you argue with someone, and I feel like couples do argue, but with the whole putting hands and, you know, I don't really know. I never been in a situation like that, so I can't really, like, be like, oh, yeah, that's just normal couple stuff, because that's not.
It's just I don't know. It's hard to tell because it's hard to know what's real and what's fake nowadays. But it's like you just posting this basically to the world to just say, "Hey guys, we're still together." Ha 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 ha. We're so crazy sometimes. Like, what the? Once again, you 40. Like, I expect Jalen to be the one that's childish in them situations. Not even saying that a man chasing after a woman to go yell at her, that's not right either. But at the same time, if you're going to do something like that, I'd expect it to be the 23, 24-year-old. But that's the life. That's the type of woman Jalen Green want. They've been together for, I think, a couple years at this point. But
yeah, they've been together for a little minute now.
But hey, if that's what he wants to deal with it. But just
if he like it, I love it.
Hey,
but
I'm not gonna say that. If he like it, I guess I'll tolerate seeing it. But
well, these wags been looking like a basketball wives reunion special lately. But let's flip it to some woosah good news. Congrats are in order for Travis Hunter and Leanna. They just welcomed their baby. And to top that off as well, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are officially engaged. So from newborns to new rings, it's love in the season. And we love that.
You know, I know Travis Hunter caught a lot of flack for being with Leanna. whatever reason, we don't have to get into specifics because now they're married, and I was just always taught to not speak on married people's endeavors. But I really do hope they're in love because young love is it's a cool thing to see. It really is. It's a cool
Yeah.
thing to aspire to have. So I really hope that they in it for the long haul because now they got a kid. And
Facts.
Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. I mean, we saw this coming from a mile away. It was like everybody knew this was gonna happen. They was gonna get married. It was just a matter of time. She started popping out at Chiefs games, and they putting her on the jumbotron. Like, and I understand, Travis Kelce caught a lot of flack for breaking up with Kayla Nicole and then getting with Taylor Swift. But hey,
Yeah.
if that's what he wanted to do, that's what he wanted to do. Kayla Nicole she's still doing good though. She's still getting right. I seen her on stage with Chris Brown the other day.
Hey, hey, hey. I love that for her. I agree. I agree. I think that with the whole Travis Hunter thing, my biggest thing is if they are happy, no one really knows what goes on after the media and in these private conversations with these people. So as much as people want to be so engaged and engulfed in what they have going on, it's obvious that he loves her and she loves him. I mean, they've been together contrary to what everything was coming on in the media. So I mean, I'm for it. Like I'm for it. I just like how you said, I'm for young love. I feel Jeremy, why are you laughing? I'm for you. I'm for young love. Like I love that. I feel like if they're happy and they like it, then who cares what everybody else says? Like y'all don't know what's going on in these people's private lives. So it's just like, so what? So what? You know that Sierra song where it's like, so what? So what?
I don't think I ever heard
Who
it.
cares?
Don't pull my black
Who
card though. I don't
cares?
think I ever heard it.
You need to leave.
Anyways, so we're gonna move on. And while we're on the subject of happily ever afters, we have to talk about Cardi B. So Cardi B just revealed that she is pregnant with her first child with Stefon Diggs, but here's where the plot twist gets in and it gets a little messy. Her youngest child with Offset just turned 1. And technically, sis is still married. So between the album promo, new baby, and the whole lot of headlines, what do y'all think? Is Cardi stepping into, her soft life WAG era? Or is it giving way too much spotlight and drama at once? For me, publicity is publicity, okay?
Oh,
Whether you're
no.
focusing
What you mean?
whether the thing is, okay, the whole situation with the baby mamas, okay, yeah, that's a different topic for another day. But I feel like with the whole her having her album and the new baby and the headlines, they say that all publicity is good publicity. And I
Mhm.
feel like whether you're focusing on what she has going on in her private life, that is having people still tune into her album. So when
Yeah.
you look at Cardi B, you like, okay, well, being that all this happened, what she's talking about in her album. Then when you go, her sales gonna go up because everybody's trying to listen to her album and figure out what she has to say about everything that happened with, Offset. Now, with the whole different baby mamas and all that, I'm not gonna speak too much on it because I'm just like, I seen a video that she posted where she just like, we just gonna have to figure it out.
Yeah, that's the baby daddy. That's my baby dad too, girl. Well, what now? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
But if you go back to their timeline, they haven't really been together for that long either.
No, they haven't.
So whether it was before, I feel like most of the things that are coming out was before her time. And if it was before her, then what can she really do about it? Because they weren't really together.
Yeah.
But I mean, timelines are just kind of like when you're famous, because it's just like, dang, now he got like 4 kids when that was supposed to be like his first.
Yeah.
So I don't really know. It's messy, but it's just like at the same time, what can you really do about it? Like, we just gonna have to figure it out and roll with the punches.
Yeah, it's only so much you can do. But I don't know. That's kind of wild though, Cardi. I can't lie, cause like you get mad at Offset for cheating, and cheating's never right. But at the same time, though, you will go with somebody who has multiple children that are a young age. Like it's kind of backwards to me. But I'm not gonna get too much in it because it's young children involved, and these kids need as much love and support as they could possibly get.
And as long as they come into a healthy and happy household, which I feel like Cardi B, she's a great mother. We've seen that with her other 3 kids. It's just like, if they're happy, I'm happy. Hey, I don't know what goes on in their private life. I mind my business. I stay out of the celebrity drama because hey, it's only what you think she gonna care about what we got to say? No.
Nah.
So it's just like, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is.
But side note, I listened. Oh, my bad for cutting you off.
No. Go ahead, cause I was gonna say what I think you about to say it.
Yeah, I listened to a few songs off her latest album.
How you feeling?
It's smooth. It's smooth. Cardi, she hadn't dropped since I was in high school.
Bodak Yellow. No,
Yeah,
Invasion
Bodak
of Privacy.
Yellow. Yeah, Invasion of Privacy. That was the album.
Yeah.
And it's like she's had really, really solid features too.
Yeah.
Like that Rip Me Out the Plastic. I've been acting brand new. That remix. That's one of the ones I can't lie.
Hey, it is.
Yeah.
They probably behind the screens going crazy that you just said that, right?
I know T is. I'm sorry, T. But yeah, though.
No, but I agree. I think that, it's really good for her to see her doing her album. I heard that she's going on tour. I'm probably gonna be looking at some Cardi B tickets because I love Cardi B. She keeps it real. She's authentic. She's true to herself. And I feel like that's why they hate her so much too. So we're going to wrap up this WAG report with some gems from LeBron James. He and his high school sweetheart, Savannah, have been holding it down for years. And Bron just shared his keys to keeping their love strong. So let's take a look.
Like, we've been together since high school, so shit ain't gonna always be a bed of roses, man. In any relationship, let alone someone that you're living with for over 20 years. So, I think communication is number one. Being honest is number two. Number three is just like, you have to be okay with being uncomfortable in relationships sometimes, man. You can't always have it your way. You can't always think that, my way or the highway. It's never going to work that way.
It's true, LeBron. That last one's crucial. That last one is crucial. I'm not going to lie to you. Everything can't be one person way.
Yeah, 100%. And I feel like as long as they've been together and kept it strong, one thing that I can say is you will never see that couple's relationship being in turmoil. You would never see any type of issues. As much as people try to make certain things come about their relationship, I love that he's a family man. I love their family. It's a beautiful Black family. Yep. And I love their union. You know what I'm saying? He respects their marriage. She goes out there. She's doing her own podcast. And I love it. I'm here for it.
Nah, I love LeBron, man. I love everything about Bron.
Everyone are such Bron fans.
Yeah, you got to think, bro, within, the Black community, especially for Black men, we ain't got too many true role models we can look up to. So, being that 100%. I feel like, I wanted to say 75% of young Black boys look up to LeBron in a certain sense. So, with
I
him
say 80.
80, that's fair. I'm not arguing with you on that. But being that he is somebody we can look up to, and he's also married with 3 kids, like, that just makes it even better, because nowadays we exist in a world where marriage isn't happening as much, especially not with young people. Like, honestly, when would you like to be married?
Yeah.
I know I want to be 30 plus.
You want to be 30 when you get married?
Yeah, at least 30. I got some stuff I got to take care of.
No. That's too long. Like,
so when do you
say
like to be married?
I would like to be married by like 28, 29.
I mean, it's only 2 years. It's only 1 or 2 years, like, before I said it.
I just feel like I would want to be married around that age because as far as like the kids, I don't want to be 40 years old running after like a 3-year-old. Like, that's just not in my forte. Like, I feel like my mom, she is living her life. When I went to college, she was traveling the world, having a good old time, still young, still got them good knees. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be young and still lit. Like I'm still turned.
Nah,
I
that's
don't know,
real.
Jeremy, 30.
30, yeah, 30. I feel
So
like
what, y'all gonna have kids at 32?
yeah, that's cool. That's cool. And see, the only
Hey,
thing that can make the plan, it all falls on what my wife is gonna do for a living. Right? Now she's on some entrepreneur type stuff where she doesn't have to clock in or nothing like that. And also if she wants to have that many
hmm
kids. Like I would like to be in a situation where if she want to take 2 years off and just focus on the kids, that's cool. But I would never sit there and ask my woman to do that
hey,
because I understand that y'all's careers be very important to y'all. So I
facts.
mean, let's see, get married at 30, have a kid at 31, have one at
Mm-hmm.
34, have one at
Okay.
37, and then 38. 4 kids, that's not bad. But once again, it all falls on my wife.
100%. See me, I want to be put up. Okay.
No,
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with wanting to be put up. I
ain't
just
nothing wrong
feel
with that.
like sometimes as a and this is gonna be a conversation. This is a conversation for another day too, because
Mhm.
I just feel like as Black women, sometimes a lot of complications happen when you are pregnant, and
Oh,
so it's
absolutely.
sometimes better for you to be off your feet and just be like, I want to be in Zen mode. Sometimes I want to go to the
Yeah.
spa. I want to get massage. I want to. Hey, I'm carrying your child. I want you to put me up, and I want to push gift. So what's up?
She said she want to push give. What you want to Benz, the AMG?
You know what I'm saying? Like I want a nice Cadillac truck. Like I like that truck that PJ pulled up with. Like I like
Yeah,
something like that. Let me get my football team. You want a football team? Just make sure that I'm good. Okay. We could.
that's real.
You could have it your way as long as we're good. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say.
That's real.
So
That's
yeah.
I'm mad at it.
So that wraps up this week's episode. If you haven't already, be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and follow us on our Instagram at exosports.xtv. And don't forget to also follow us on our personal pages at the Tayloris TV and Jeremy.
At YRE Wody.
Period. And we'll see you all next week here on Experience TV. EXO.
So we out.
Yo.
We out.
Experience.